Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashlyn and today I am so excited because we're going over my Walt Disney World itinerary. Alright guys, so I just hit 60 days on my Walt Disney World countdown. Actually, when this is going up, it's probably going to be like 55 or something like that, but I just hit 60 days, so a bunch of stuff opened up to me. Like I could do my fast pass selection, I got all that done, and so now that it's all over, I wanted to kind of share a video of just everything I'm doing, because now that was kind of the last reservations I had to make for my trip, so everything is kind of set in stone minus the stuff that we'll kind of be doing just during the day between my fast passes and my reservations. But because I have my dining done, I have my fast passes done, I thought I would do a video kind of outlining exactly what I'm going to be doing on my trip. So we are leaving on July 22nd, and the first thing that we're gonna do obviously is we're actually flying on Virgin Airlines. I'm super excited. I've never flown on a Virgin Airlines flight before and it seems really cool, so I'm super excited about that. But we get in around the afternoon, but we are going to stay at the Contemporary Resort for this entire trip. I am so excited, you guys. The Contemporary looks beautiful and I just love the convenience that like the Magic Kingdom is literally walking distance, which I hear is very convenient, so I'm hoping that that's actually working out in our favor. So we have check-in at 3 for the Contemporary Resort, and then we're gonna make this a Disney Springs night because we're gonna be tired. It's gonna be a long flight. We're gonna get changed, get all, you know, freshened up, and we're gonna head to Disney Springs. We're gonna explore all the shops, see if there's anything we have to buy for the rest of the trip. But we're gonna be having dinner at Frontera Cocina, which is Rick Bayless's Mexican restaurant, at 7:30, and I am so excited. Oh my god, I cannot wait. This food looks so good. I was really debating on what Disney Springs restaurant I should have stayed at, or not stayed at, what I should have eaten at. And there were 3 choices. I thought of Splitsville, I thought of Frontera Cocina, and I thought of Homecoming. I was reading a lot of reviews and watching vlogs about the food at each of these places, and each one is known for very different things. Like they say sushi, the Splitsville has the best sushi on property apparently, and then the Homecoming is all fried chicken and Southern food, and Frontera Cocina is known for their tacos and for their fajitas and all this stuff like that. But I thought, what's something different that we're not going to be having for the rest of the trip? And we have no Mexican restaurants planned for this entire trip. I'm very used to eating Mexican cuisine. I work right next to a Mexican restaurant. I eat there all the time. But we're not going to have any Mexican food when we're at Walt Disney World. So I thought, why don't we try Rick Bayless's restaurant for the first night? Then Sunday, July 23rd, we're going to be in Epcot, so it's the whole day at Epcot, and we don't really have anything reserved for breakfast or lunch, just because we figured lunch we'll go to World Showcase and just eat our way around World Showcase. Breakfast will probably go to Starbucks, but our fast passes, we start at Spaceship Earth at 9, around 9:25 when the park opens. Then we have Nemo and Friends, which I think has the connecting aquarium next to it, which we'll kind of do in tandem with each other. And then we'll head over to the World Showcase because oh my god, I'm so happy that we got Frozen fast passes for around noon, which is pretty much the fast pass chunk. So we have Spaceship Earth, Nemo and Friends, and Frozen Ever After, and then the rest of the day we wanted to really hang around World Showcase. There's so much stuff to do there, and with the different pavilions and the different rides and all these different things, that we thought, you know, let's reserve the afternoon for exploring, taking pictures, just kind of getting comfortable and relaxing. We definitely want to schedule breaks. I've heard scheduling breaks is very smart when you're in Walt Disney World. So we're probably going to schedule about 1 or 2 hour breaks of just kind of sitting, taking in the sights, drinking some nice cold drinks. And then for dinner, we're going to go to Beer Garden. So I've heard mixed reviews about this place. Last time I heard something was really great and it was awesome. And then I've heard people say that it's kind of outdated, the food's not great. But what we really wanted to do was have a very immersive experience, and being in the Germany Pavilion, having this be our dinner where it's very communal, we thought it was really cool. And what we saw online, the pictures looked really immersive, and like you were just at this pub and you were just drinking and eating with everybody else, and it looked like a lot of fun. So we're actually really excited for that. Monday, July 24th, I am so excited for this. We're going to Animal Kingdom for Pandora. I can't wait. I have been stalking everybody's Pandora videos because it looks so amazing. Oh my god, I can't wait. So we are starting our day with Kilimanjaro Safaris. That's a must do. We're starting that early enough in the morning where I think enough of the animals will be out and about. I've heard you can have different experiences throughout the day because the animals you know, they have the mind of their own. They'll do whatever they want, and usually as the day goes on, less animals are active, and so in the morning they're just waking up and they're super hyper. So we thought, okay, why don't we go in the morning when we can have the first experience, and it'll be hopefully cooler at 9 o'clock than it will be in the dead heat at like 3 p.m. So we have a fast pass for that. Then my dad and I are going to be doing the Flight of Passage ride. My mom has actual health issues. She had open heart surgery several years ago, and so she can't get her heart rate over a certain rate. And so sometimes if a ride is a little too thrilling, we tell her to not go on it just because we want to be safe. And this one looks a little thrilling with a lot of dips and stuff like that. So we thought, why doesn't she, you know, she loves people watching. She says she's totally fine with it. So she said she'll kind of sit around and look at people. She'll get a drink. It'll be great. But my dad and I are going to do that. And then since it's tier 1, okay, the only problem I have with the fast pass system, I'm gonna take a little break. The one problem I have with the fast pass system at Walt Disney World is there are the tiers of the most popular rides. Now I understand that to keep the crowds at a minimum, you need to set limits for how many people go on how many of the rides. But at Disneyland, it doesn't matter. The Matterhorn is super popular. Now Toy Story Mania is super popular, but you just get the fast pass. That's not really an issue. So it's hard when you want to ride the Avatar rides, but both of them are in the same category, so you can only pick one. Now, of course, I've heard much better things about the Flight of Passage, which is why we fast passed it. I don't mind waiting in line for the river journey, which is what we're gonna have to do, but I just thought that was a little strange. And then all afternoon we're going to be walking all around the trails, and we're going to be taking pictures with characters, and we'll see where we end up eating. I really hear great things about Flame Tree Barbecue. Let me know if that's a good place to go. But then the last fast pass we have before dinner is Dinosaur, so my dad and I might do that again, just the two of us. And then for dinner, this is one of the places I'm actually the most interested in, is Sanaa in Kidani Village. And we are not very, well, I should rephrase this. My mom and my dad are not as adventurous eaters. I really don't care. I like everything, but my mom especially is a little, she'll try it, but she's not too into it. So I thought that this would be the most accessible restaurant to kind of get us acquainted with authentic cuisine that they serve at the parks. Tuesday, July 25th will be a Hollywood Studios day. I have heard nothing but horrible things about this park, I'm not gonna lie. So we'll just see how this goes. I actually am pretty looking forward to our lunch that we have, but the first fast pass we have is one of my favorite rides at Disneyland, which is Star Tours. I have to ride Star Tours. It is a must do. Every time I go to Disneyland, I have to ride Star Tours at least twice. I ride Star Tours so many times because I love it and it's different every time. But we do that, and then for lunch we're gonna go to 50s Prime Time. I can't wait. I hear that they treat you like family, and you have to remember what color the soap is because they'll ask you when you come back from the bathroom. But I'm just really excited. The food there sounds great. I love kind of home style, just like cooking, and so I think that's gonna be really fun. And then we're seeing 2 shows for the rest of our fast passes. We're gonna go see Beauty and the Beast live on stage. I'm actually really excited because I hope that I get to see one of the guys I follow on Instagram. His name is Logan Benedict. If you don't know him, he's awesome. He's engaged to his wonderful fiance Sarah. They are the sweetest people ever. They look so sweet. If you're watching this, I don't even know if you're gonna watch this, but Logan and Sarah, you guys are so cute. I love you guys. If I get to meet you in Walt Disney World, I would be so happy. So hopefully I can at least see Logan on stage as guest on. He's a fantastic singer, and he posted a cover of Evermore after Beauty and the Beast came out, which I'll link below. He's amazing. I love that couple. They're just so cute. So we're gonna go see that. And then right after that, we're gonna head over to the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. This is more for my dad. He wanted to see stuff blow up, so I was like, all right, cool, we'll go to this. And then pretty soon after that, about 45 minutes after that, we have our dining package for Fantasmic. We're gonna be eating at the Hollywood Brown Derby, which I'm really, really looking forward to, because I've heard nothing but awesome things about it. And it's more on the pricey side. It's the top, or what it's called. There's like 3 price ranges. This is the top price range, but we figured that's one that my dad was actually really wanting to eat at. Because he knew about the actual Hollywood Brown Derby, but now that they don't have that anymore and the only place is really in Hollywood Studios, then you can go to the Hollywood Studios and have the same, close to the same experience that you would in the real restaurant. So we wanted to go there, and then of course we're going to be at Fantasmic. So the next day, Wednesday, July 26th, is going to be my favorite day on this trip, personally, because it is my 21st birthday. I am so excited to celebrate this at the Magic Kingdom. I just can't wait. I was telling Rowan from Disney Damsels this yesterday. We were on Twitter just talking with each other, and she was so excited. She wanted to know what I was doing. So partially this video is for you too, Rowan, so I'm gonna upload it. It's gonna be online so you can watch it. But yeah, I can't wait. My birthday, I can't wait for my birthday to be super magical in the Magic Kingdom. And so we start off my birthday at Crystal Palace. We're getting in at around 8 o'clock, 8:25. So we're gonna be there way before the park opens, which I can't wait for, because you can take pictures at the castle where no one's around, or at least the people that have dining reservations are around, but it's not the whole park, which is gonna be super cool. And then we have the very first Fast Pass is the one ride that I have to go on in New Orleans Square every time I go to Disneyland, which is Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion is like, oh, it's my favorite ride ever. I can't. I love Haunted Mansion so much. It's like, it's really, it's an addiction, honestly. I can't wait for it. So we have Fast Passes for the Haunted Mansion. Then we're gonna head over to Peter Pan's Flight, because that's a classic. You can't pass that up in any Disney park. And then we have reservations for Be Our Guest. Oh my God, we have reservations for Be Our Guest. By the way, I'm wearing my guest on shirt. It says winner of the Nobel Prize. Ha 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 ha, very funny, very funny. No, I'm so excited, you guys. Be Our Guest has been, when I started planning for Walt Disney World and I knew there was a restaurant that was inside the Beast Castle, I literally flipped. Like, I was like, excuse me, this is a thing? People actually have made this at a Disney park? So when I found out that we could actually get reservations, my heart literally jumped out of my chest, and I was like, we have to go eat here. Like, there's no option. And when I heard that it was so hard to get a reservation there, I was on it. I got up at 3 a.m. in the morning, the day that we had 180 days before. I got up at 3 a.m. and I booked this reservation, and I'm very proud of myself. It's at 1 o'clock. So it's not as ideal lunch hours, but it gives us time to recover from breakfast and then just stuff ourselves with amazing Be Our Guest food. So yeah, you guys, I'm like tearing up. You see these tears? You see these tears? Because I'm crying because I'm so excited about how my trip is gonna go. So we're gonna go there for lunch. I'm really hoping we get to catch the Festival of Fantasy parade at 3 o'clock. I know it's not the 2 o'clock parade. You didn't hear that from me. It's apparently the 2 o'clock parade because Paint the Night may be coming. I don't know. You lucky people. I miss Paint the Night so much. You bring that back to Disneyland right now. But once that's done, we're hoping we can get to the 3 o'clock parade. And the last Fast Pass we have is for Pirates at 4:30. And then we're gonna go back to the hotel, change, because my birthday dinner is at the California Grill. I can't believe my birthday dinner, we're gonna be going to the California Grill. I have heard great things about this place, and I love the fact that we're gonna be going around 8 o'clock when the fireworks are gonna be going off. So I really hope we get to see Happily Ever After from the roof. I wanna see it several times, honestly, because I'll tell you about the last night what we're gonna be doing, but I really hope that I get to see Happily Ever After in different angles, because I really wanna see it head on, like in front of the castle where I can see all the projections, but just being able to hear the music and see the fireworks. So being on top of the California Grill is, I hope we get to have that experience, because that's a really cool thing that I'm seeing. The next morning, we have breakfast reservations at the Boardwalk. This was a resort that I actually really wanted to go to. When I was looking up all this stuff, I had seen the Boardwalk. Mickey's Premium, or Megan on Twitter, posted a bunch of pictures from her birthday that she went there, and it was gorgeous. The Boardwalk is beautiful. It's right on the lake, and it's so pretty. So I really wanted to have a chance to go, and I didn't even know that it was connected to Epcot. So the good thing is we're gonna make this day half Epcot, half Magic Kingdom. So for the first half, we're gonna be at the Boardwalk. We're gonna be doing the Bon Voyage breakfast at Trattorio El Forno. That's what it's called. But we're gonna be doing that, which I'm super excited for. And oh my God, I just found out a really big blunder with that. I said 4 guests and it should be 3. Okay, well, I'll change that. Anyway, but yeah, so we're super excited for that, because you get to meet Rapunzel and Flynn and Ariel and Eric. So they're my favorite, like, couple ever. Flynn and Rapunzel, I ship them so much. I love them so much, and I just can't believe I get to meet them at the same time, because Disneyland, they're hardly together anymore. So it's nice to see that they can actually sit down with you and like talk and like have a character meet, which is gonna be really cool. And then when we actually get into Epcot, we're gonna be doing Soarin', which is one of our entire family's favorites. We love that ride. We saw this Pixar and Disney short film festival. We just bought it because, or we got the fast pass because we thought it was going to be cool outside, or because we thought it was going to be cool inside and hot outside. So it's going to give us a little break to just sit down and relax. And then we're gonna do Living with the Land at 3:35, and that seems pretty cool. I've seen a lot of videos from it. I haven't watched too much of it just because I want to experience for myself, but the tour looks pretty cool, and it's just a different sort of ride that we don't have at Disneyland, so we kind of wanted to take advantage of that. And then we can probably go back to the hotel, freshen up, change, and then walk over to the Magic Kingdom because we're gonna have dinner at a really awesome place, guys. We're eating in Cinderella's castle, you guys. We're going to Cinderella's royal table for dinner, and this was a really big thing for my mom because she wanted to go here so bad, and my dad caved. He's like, okay, fine, we'll go. We'll spend, you know, hundreds of dollars to go dinner here. But honestly, like, if I had to think about this trip being a bunch of experiences that I never thought I would have, this is one of them, because dining in any castle is a dream of mine. So to be able to say that I ate in Cinderella's castle, I met the princesses there, it's so cool. Like the fact that they have that experience there is fantastic. And granted, whether I've heard the reviews are great or not, the food is supposed to be the characters are good, but you pay for being in the castle, and we're going again around the time of the fireworks, so hopefully we get to kind of experience that in a different way too. So Friday, July 28th, we're actually going to be doing a lot of resort hopping. This is our last full day, but we're going to start at our hotel with Chef Mickey's for breakfast, which I'm super excited for. We're really packed, so I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with this lunch, but I reserved Kona Cafe for lunch because I've heard so many great things about this place. Like, the food at any time of the day is supposed to be great. If you ask really nicely, you could try to get the Ohana bread pudding, which I'm dying for. I need to go to the Polynesian just to eat that, honestly. So we're gonna be doing that at 12:30. I have a couple surprises for my parents. And so I won't necessarily tell you guys those right now, but those are during the afternoon. So my mom and I are actually gonna be eating more food in what we're doing. So I don't know if that's too much food that we're gonna be having all day, but it's Disney, so what the heck. And then at night, once all that's over, we have reservations for the Skipper Canteen in Adventureland in the Magic Kingdom. If we don't use it, we don't use it because I think we're gonna get really full after all the food that we were eating. But then the last thing that we're gonna do to kind of cap off our trip is the fireworks dessert party in the Tomorrowland Terrace. And so we get to see Happily Ever After front and center, or at least to the side and to the right of the castle, but it's going to be as close as we can probably get while sitting down and being comfortable. Once again, I talked to Megan, Mickey's Premium. She said that she had a great time at the dessert party. I've seen the dessert party for World of Color and I had a great time. That's a different view, obviously, but the format of it seems to be the same, so I'm really looking forward to that as well. And then I just did it because we needed to get a fast pass, and I thought, why don't we shouldn't waste the fast passes that we got for the day. So the last final thing from like before park closing is I want to go on Haunted Mansion at night. I have never been on Haunted Mansion at night. It sounds very funny because it's one of my favorite rides, but I've never ridden it at night. Not that it's going to change anything because the ride is already dark, but just the experience of being there at night I think would be great. And then Saturday is our last day. We're going to be leaving towards noon, a little bit after maybe 1. So I may move the Kona thing to breakfast the next day. I'm not sure yet. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But that's pretty much my itinerary for Walt Disney World, and I just you guys, I can't even believe I'm making this video for you. This has been such a fun experience for me to plan and to get to like just format all these things for me and my parents and my family. And to say that I'm gonna be going in literally less than 2 months now is crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't even know how to feel right now because all these plans are getting me so excited, and I feel like it's gonna be gone like that, and I'm scared of that. I'm really scared that this trip is gonna go by in the blink of an eye, and I wanted to slow down time and just live in the moment and just enjoy it and vlog all of it for you guys so I can relive it when I get back. But I don't even want to be thinking about the end of the trip, even though I am already. I'm not even on it yet. I still have to plan my outfits. I still have to do all of that stuff. So yeah, but I just, you guys, I'm so excited. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna be posting a lot more Walt Disney World planning videos. I'm probably gonna do a separate video on how to actually book your fast passes smartly, because I learned a couple things when I booked mine yesterday. So I'll probably do a separate video for that, and then of course I have to do an outfit video and a packing video, so you guys will be seeing that in the next 2 months, as well as a little Q&A with my family before we leave. So stay tuned for all of my Walt Disney World stuff. Make sure you're following me on Twitter, Instagram, all that awesome stuff, so you can figure out when all this stuff is happening. And yeah, you guys can just stay updated on everything. And so I always talk about my trip. I'll put polls on there, you know, throughout the day to, you know, kind of maybe steer our adventures in different directions based on if we have free time or not. So yeah, always be updated on all that stuff. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next Monday video. Bye guys.